Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today is a rather gloomy Monday, but we are here to talk about some seriously heavy drama hitting Salem. So grab a cup of coffee and let's just get into it. And we have to talk about Paulina Price, because Monday, June 1, is going to be a day that absolutely destroys her. Just breaks her heart into a million tiny pieces. The spoilers are out, and they are heavy. So heavy. Paulina is getting hit with two massive shocks in this single episode. Two things that would break anyone, but especially her, because she has already been through the ringer lately. And now this, just a brutal, unforgiving day in Salem. So let's start with the first shock, the Abe situation, because we all know Lexie Carver is back, alive and breathing, and it has completely upended Paulina's entire life. Paulina built a beautiful marriage with Abe. He was her rock. After all the years of abuse she suffered at the hands of T.R. Coates, Abe was her safe harbor. He was the good man she always deserved. But now, the ghost of his past is sitting right in front of him. Lexie is back. And Paulina knows she can't fight a ghost. So she moved out. She packed her bags and she left the home she shared with Abe. But moving out is not enough for Lexie. Not even close. Because Lexie is awake and she is assessing her life. And she is not about to share her husband. Lexie is glad that Paulina moved out. Glad that the other woman is out of the house. But she wants more. She wants a full commitment. The spoilers say Lexie is going to push for a very deep, intense conversation with Abe on Monday, because she refuses to step into Paulina's shadow. She refuses to be the second choice or the backup plan. She wants to be his one and only, just like she was before 2012. And you have to remember the history here. Lexie died from brain cancer caused by toxic gases in the Demera tunnels. Stefano's fault. And Abe was shattered, completely broken. Now EJ has brought her back with Doctor Rolf's crazy Versavix drug, and Lexie's just expecting to pick up right where they left off. But a lot of years have passed. Abe has lived a whole life without her. He fell in love with Paulina. He married her. So Lexie sits Abe down and she looks him in the eye and she demands to know what is in his heart. She wants him to confirm that he wants her, that he still loves her the most. And Abe is just a mess, a complete emotional wreck, because he can't just turn off his feelings for Paulina. He loves Paulina. He really does. But Lexie is the mother of his son, Theo. She is his epic, legendary love. And she is begging him to give them a real chance. And Abe caves. He agrees. He tells Lexie he wants to recommit to their relationship. He agrees to give them a real shot. And that is the moment Paulina's heart just shatters. Even if she isn't in the room, the finality of it is crushing. Her marriage is over. Abe chose Lexie. He is going to try to rebuild his life with his resurrected wife. And Paulina is just left out in the cold, abandoned. But wait, because it gets worse. So much worse. You think losing your husband is the worst thing that can happen in a day? Try finding out your child is sick. Because Paulina gets a second shock on Monday. And this one is about Chanel Dupree Demera. Chanel has been dealing with a medical scare. Johnny found a lump in her breast, and they went to the hospital. Sarah Horton ordered a biopsy, and now the results are in. And it is the worst possible news. Cancer. breast cancer, and Chanel is pregnant. Just let that sink in for a second. Breast cancer while pregnant, it is a literal nightmare. The kind of thing that makes you sick to your stomach just thinking about it. And Chanel is terrified. Johnny is terrified. They are just kids, really, trying to build a family. And now they are facing this massive, life-threatening crisis. And Paulina finds out. She gets the news about Chanel's diagnosis, and her entire world stops spinning. The Abe drama, the Lexie drama, it all just fades away because her baby girl has cancer. And Paulina goes into full mama bear mode. She steps up. She shoves her own heartbreak deep down inside because she has to be strong for Chanel. So Paulina rushes to the hospital or wherever Chanel is, and she just holds her. The spoilers say Paulina will provide some much needed support for Chanel, despite her own worries, despite her own broken heart, because Paulina has a knack for fixing Chanel's problems. She is the fixer, the loud, proud mom who throws money and attitude at any problem until it goes away. But she can't fix this. She can't yell at cancer. She can't write a check to make the tumor disappear. And let's just take a moment to look back at Chanel and Paulina's history, because it is complicated. Really complicated. For years, Paulina kept the massive secret that she was actually Lonnie's mother too. And when all those lies blew up, it almost destroyed her relationship with Chanel forever. Chanel was so angry, so betrayed, but they worked through it. They went to therapy. They yelled, they cried, and they forgave. They built this incredibly strong, unbreakable mother-daughter bond. And now, just when things were finally stable, this cancer diagnosis drops like a bomb. It just feels incredibly unfair, especially for Chanel and Johnny, and because these two have survived so much already. Remember the whole devil possession storyline? When the devil literally tried to ruin their marriage and all the DiMera family interference? They fought so hard to find their way back to each other. And this pregnancy was supposed to be their happy ending. A new beginning for them. But now, it's a ticking clock. A life or death scenario. And Paulina knows all of this. She knows how hard Chanel fought for her happiness. So seeing it ripped away by a disease is going to ignite a fury in Paulina. But a helpless fury, because you can't negotiate with a tumor. You can't intimidate it. And for a woman who has spent her entire life controlling her environment and protecting her family with fierce authority, being powerless is her ultimate nightmare. She will have to sit in those uncomfortable, sterile hospital chairs, the ones that smell like bleach and bad news. And she will have to watch her daughter fade, while simultaneously knowing that she doesn't even have her husband's shoulder to cry on anymore. Because Abe's shoulder now belongs to Lexie. The isolation Paulina's going to feel on this Monday is going to be suffocating. She will be surrounded by people, yet completely alone in her grief. And the choices ahead are impossible. Chanel is going to have to meet with Dr. George, the oncologist, and they are going to have to talk about chemo, about surgery, about what this means for the unborn baby. Chanel is going to want to delay treatment. She is going to want to protect her baby at all costs. But Johnny's going to freak out because Johnny doesn't want to lose his wife. He loves Chanel so much, and he is going to beg her to fight to get the treatment, even if it puts the baby at risk. It is a horrible, impossible situation, and Paulina has to stand there and watch them agonize over this. Watch her daughter face the very real possibility of dying. On the exact same day she lost the love of her life to a resurrected Dimera. I mean, come on. The writers are just torturing Paulina at this point. It is relentless. But, that is Salem for you. It never rains, it pours. And, Monday is going to be a flood of tears. We are going to see Abe struggling with his guilt, because he knows he is hurting Paulina, but he can't walk away from Lexie. Not when she just came back from the dead. And we are going to see Lexie being kind of selfish, honestly. Pushing Abe when he is clearly conflicted. But you can't really blame her either. She just wants her life back. So gear up, Days fans. Monday, June 1 is going to be a heavy one. Keep your tissues close, because Paulina Price is about to go through hell. And we are all going to be right there watching her, crying with her, because despite all her flaws, Paulina loves fiercely, and seeing her heartbroken twice in one day is going to be absolutely gut-wrenching.